Engelberg, commissioner of the WNBA, just announced that starting in 2025, the WNBA Finals format will change.
Caitlin Clark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some time.
Think about this season, you'll get Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, Ryan Howard in Atlanta. So this is huge for not only the players, but also the market.
The WNBA just shook things up in a massive way. They've announced a major overhaul to the 2025 season, more games, a fresh playoff format, and new teams. And guess who's right at the heart of this transformation? Caitlin Clark, the breakout star who's been lighting up the league and drawing record-breaking crowds, is playing a pivotal role in the WNBA's biggest evolution yet. Let's break down exactly how Clark's influence is rewriting the WNBA's future. Caitlin Clark has been a game changer from day one. Ever since she joined the WNBA as a rookie with the Indiana Fever, she's had audiences glued to every play. It's not just her on-court skill that's impressive. Her impact goes beyond the stats. Her electrifying style and fierce rivalry with players like Angel Reese have drawn fans like never before. We're talking sold-out arenas and viewership that's shattered previous records. For the first time in years, the WNBA has that must-watch factor, with Clark being the undeniable driving force. But this isn't just a spike in popularity, it's a phenomenon, with fans chanting her name, broadcasters scrambling to cover her games, and social media buzzing every time she hits a three-pointer. Clark has given the WNBA something it's been hungry for: mainstream attention. The league saw this impact and realized it couldn't afford to wait. The WNBA decided it's time to raise the stakes, and so came the overhaul, one designed to meet the surging demand and give fans even more action. The WNBA's first big change? Expanding the season. The 2025 season will add 4 additional games, bumping up from 40 to 44. For the WNBA, this is a massive step. More games mean more chances for players like Caitlin Clark to showcase their talent and keep fans engaged longer. Those extra games stretch the season further into October, allowing fans more time to follow the action and deepening the league's presence in their routine. But this extended season isn't just about more game time. It's a strategic move to carve out space in the fall sports calendar. Traditionally, the WNBA's shorter summer schedule has kept it out of the highly competitive sports months. By shifting into October, the WNBA is now brushing shoulders with NFL, MLB playoffs, and college football, showing it's ready to go head-to-head with the biggest leagues. This move signals that the WNBA is here to compete and hold a significant spot on the annual sports calendar, keeping fans tuned in when the stakes are highest. For players, this extension brings increased visibility and room for season-long narratives to unfold. Stars like Clark now have a larger stage to build their personal brands and drive the kind of rivalries and stories that fans follow all season long. It's not just a longer season, it's a move that gives each game more weight, giving fans the momentum and continuous action that turns casual viewers into dedicated followers. With this extension, the WNBA is sending a message. It's not just a seasonal league, but one with the potential to keep audiences hooked year-round. The playoffs are where the magic happens, and the WNBA's new playoff format is here to make every game count. The first round will now adopt a 1-1-1 format, with the series going back and forth between arenas, adding tension and boosting the stakes for both players and fans. This change came from Caitlin Clark's recent experience with the Indiana Fever, where they didn't get a chance to play in front of their home fans. With this update, fans in both cities will experience the thrill of postseason games up close, creating an intense, balanced atmosphere. But the changes don't stop there. Starting in 2026, the WNBA Finals will transition to a best-of-7 series, bringing it on par with the NBA, MLB, and NHL. This shift is a significant one, placing the WNBA's championship series on the same level as those in other major leagues. A longer finals format means a full, drawn-out battle for the title, where each game builds drama and fan engagement. For everyone watching, it promises a showdown worthy of a true national stage, leaving fans talking long after the final buzzer sound. As if the season expansion and playoff shakeup weren't enough, the WNBA is also bringing in a brand new team for the 2025 season, the Golden State Valkyries. Based out of the Bay Area, the Valkyries will tap into one of the country's biggest sports markets, home to die-hard basketball fans and some of the loudest crowds. The addition of the Valkyries isn't just about growing the league's footprint, it's about creating new rivalries, new storylines, and more excitement for fans everywhere. And the growth doesn't stop there. In 2026, the WNBA will welcome 2 more teams, one in Toronto and another in Portland. These additions mean the WNBA is officially going international, reaching Canadian audiences who are eager for a team to rally behind. It's a strategic move that expands the league's reach and taps into untapped markets, all while laying the foundation for future growth. Each new team, each new rivalry, and every additional game amplifies the WNBA's impact, making sure Caitlin Clark and her peers are not just national icons but global ones. The WNBA has seen record-breaking viewership and attendance this past season, and it's not just a coincidence, it's a Clark effect. In 2024, Caitlin Clark's entrance into the league was nothing short of a phenomenon, pushing viewership numbers to new heights. Every Indiana Fever game was a spectacle, with fans packing arenas just to catch a glimpse of her signature deep three-pointers and intense gameplay. This isn't just a one-time spike, it's a sign of a league on the rise, with Clark's influence pulling in fans from all backgrounds. These viewership spikes are pushing the WNBA to invest more in the player experience. Charter flights, once a luxury reserved for top-tier teams, are becoming more common, ensuring players can focus on the game rather than the logistics. But perhaps the biggest shift comes from the league's new $2.2 billion media deal with ESPN, NBC, and Amazon, set to kick off in 2026. This isn't just about broadcasting games, it's a signal that the WNBA is securing its place on major platforms, making games more accessible to fans across the country. It's an investment in the league's future, one that puts the WNBA in the same conversation as the NBA, NFL, and MLB, with Clark and her teammates as the faces of this transformation. Clark's influence doesn't stop at the US borders. This season, she'll be taking her talents to Europe, suiting up for EuroLeague, the top-tier basketball league in Europe. Her EuroLeague stint gives her exposure to an international fan base, bringing Caitlin Clark mania to audiences that may not follow the WNBA as closely. It's a bold move that not only expands her personal brand, but also introduces global audiences to the best of American women's basketball. But Clark's decision isn't just a personal milestone, it could signal a shift for other WNBA players. With Clark leading the charge, the door is now open for players to consider a dual career path, playing stateside and overseas to broaden their impact and income. For the WNBA, this could mean a future where its biggest stars become global icons, bringing the league an international dimension that could change the landscape of women's basketball forever. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is well aware that the league stands at a pivotal moment, and she's determined to push it into the future. Engelbert has been vocal about her vision for WNBA expansion and growth, and it's her leadership that's driving these changes. She's on a mission to give fans more games, better matchups, and most importantly, better access to the league's best players. Engelbert knows that Caitlin Clark represents more than just a new generation of talent. She embodies the WNBA's potential to draw massive audiences and inspire younger fans. By expanding the season, overhauling the playoffs, and securing high-profile media deals, Engelbert is setting the WNBA up for a new era, where players like Clark can showcase their talents on a bigger stage. Clark's presence in this reshaped league isn't just as a player, she's a catalyst for the league's evolution, pulling in fans and setting a standard for future stars. These changes are more than just adjustments, they're a step toward building a legacy. By aligning itself with the formats and stakes of leagues like the NBA, MLB, and NHL, the WNBA is showing fans, sponsors, and the world that it's here to stay. The extended season, playoff restructure, and new media deals position the WNBA not just as a summer league, but as a year-round must-watch sport. Caitlin Clark and this new era are laying the groundwork for future stars to enter a league that's bigger, bolder, and more respected. For the WNBA, this overhaul isn't just about the 2025 season. It's about securing its future, creating a platform that will continue to grow and captivate audiences. With Clark at the helm, the WNBA is set to redefine its legacy and pave the way for an enduring impact in women's sports. The WNBA is changing, and with players like Caitlin Clark at the helm, it's clear that this league is just getting started. Buckle up, the 2025 season is going to be one for the history books. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.